Morning folks, how you doing? It's been a while. I've been busy working away in the garden. We've had a lot to do. So, where am I? Well, deja vu, I'm back on the island of Kerrera, but the last time I was here with a bike and camping, Mo couldn't make it because she was busy with work. It's one of our favourite islands in the Inner Hebrides, so we decided that we'd roll over yesterday in the van. We had a quiet night in the van last night, and now we're going down to the south end of the island. I've got the fishing gear, so we're just out for a mini tour. We'll perhaps camp someplace tonight, and maybe even tomorrow night. We'll just see how it goes. But we don't have a lot of time. We've got to get back down the road. But the plan for today, do a wee bit of fishing. So let's go. Do 2 or 3 casts here. The tide is coming in.
I see it. What is it?
The wee break from the fishing, folks. We had a wee bit of lunch and Mo's having a wee rest on the rocks there. We're doing a bit of nature spotting. There's a sea eagle flew over. Actually the camera might have been running at that time, so I'll have a wee look, see if there's any footage, but Mo grabbed the bigger camera and tried to capture a wee bit, but I don't have the big lens on. It's just a short lens, so it'd be a dot in the sky. And then just before that we were watching an otter fishing, the sea otter fishing just down in there. I think what they do is they go down to the bottom and they pick off the shellfish. And it's quite interesting if you can get close enough to watch them. I don't have a decent lens to allow me to film this for you, but they go down and they pick up shellfish of sorts, maybe a clam or something like that, and then they come up to the surface and they take a rock from the sea floor as well, and they put it on their chest. They lie backwards and they break the shellfish on the rock. Quite clever, it's quite interesting to watch, so you can hear them click, click, click. That's what they're doing, they're trying to break open the shell so that they can get a tasty morsel. An interesting diversion. Fishing's not great, some wee ones, but nothing of any size for cooking. It's still over 4 hours to high tide. I don't think we're going to hang around that long. I think we'll fish for a wee bit longer and then we maybe hike around the island. What do you think, Mo?
Okay.
Well folks, we've got a lovely spot for tonight, nice and quiet, beautiful glen, parked up by the river here, and there's quite a strong breeze blowing, so no midges. Saw a few clegs around though. Quite often cattle roaming in this glen, but they seem to be further up the hill, so I think we'll be safe enough tonight. Cattle can do a bit of damage to the vehicle when they're rubbing up against it, so we're always a wee bit cautious when we park up here. So we've got some food on the go. We're going to have some pasta and veggies, nice cup of tea. There was a nice hike around Kerrera today and I enjoyed a couple of hours on the fishing. The fishing was good if you like wee ones, but there was no big fish. But I met a local lad on the island when we were hiking back. We hiked back round the long way, and the local lad gave me a wee bit of a heads up on another place to try a cast or two. So the next time I go back, I'm going to search out this deep pool that he told me about. A wee bit difficult to get to, but I think it sounds like it could be worth the effort. So absolutely love that when you meet the local lads and they're happy and willing to share a bit of information with you, a little bit of intel. So let's go, we'll get some dinner. An absolutely perfect evening. Pasta and veggies, Mo?
Your favourite.
Pretty windy out there. No midges. And the Cleggs seem to be leaving us alone, so... Oh, that looks amazing. Well, this looks amazing. TV dinner tonight, folks. Mo has her iPad here and she's got a show recorded that we're going to watch. We've got some pasta with Italian hard cheese and aubergine, tomato. What was that?
My message.
And what else? Courgette. There we are, folks. And I've got a super smoothie. Said it's going to invigorate me. Kiwi, cucumber, apple, matcha and flax seeds with vitamins. What have you got, Mo? More or less the same.
Yeah, tonic water.
Tonic water with a hint of gin. Alright folks, let's tuck into this. We'll get back to you in a wee while. You remember that hill? Quite easy. We go up the track, but then you've got a bit up and down actually after that. Easy to go far across. The summit's there actually, but we go along that line. Morning folks, how are you doing? What a gorgeous morning. So we camped by the river last night, quiet night, peaceful. We're just in the process of packing up, breaking camp. We're going to head down the glen a little bit and I think we're going to go onto the hill today. It's going to be hot, but this is a relatively easy hill. It's old ground, I know the route pretty well. And then tomorrow there's bad weather coming in. There's some rain coming over much of the country tomorrow, so I'm going to head for home. And the reason for that is I want to do a little bit of gardening, and the task that I need to do requires a little bit of moisture. So likely as not I'll be gardening in the rain tomorrow. But we'll head up onto the hill today and we'll take you with us. So let me get back to it, get this van squared away, and then we'll get up the glen just a few kilometres, find a place to park, and then see if we can get a route up onto the high ground. Well folks, the hill's just in behind me here, and this is the spot that I usually park, or a little bit further down the glen. Well, further down the glen there's a trailer sitting in the wee space that I usually park in, and there's no access problems in so far as parking here, but if you look over there you'll see that we're in a field of cows. Can you see that? And there's a fair chance that when I'm away up the hill they'll be rubbing into my van and breaking the mirrors and what have you. If I was in my old duster I would probably not bother about it, but I'm not so keen on leaving the van here, so I think we're going to have a change of plan, unless I can get parked a wee bit further down, but my recollection is that there's no other places. So how about we spin round to Fearnach Mo and have a walk through the forest. It'll be a bit shadier and a bit cooler anyway.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's do that. Let's roll. Well Mo, did you enjoy that?
Yep.
Quite energetic. When we set off on Monday morning, Sunday night, Sunday afternoon. What day is it? When we set off on Sunday afternoon we didn't have much of a plan really. Mo likes the island of Kerrera, so we thought I would make that one of our ports of call. We'd go and try a cast at the fishing and have a wee walk round the island, so that was grand. But then afterwards we just thought we'd make it up as we rolled along. So now we're in Glenlochy, and there's a couple of nice car parks here, and there's Strone Hill and all the forestry underneath Benlouis. So we managed to get across the river and we went up through the trees, and we were doing a wee bit of exploring, to tell the truth, and then we followed a good forestry track for a decent length of time, and we did exactly what I was hoping we would do, or what I thought we would do. We crossed the burn and then picked up the track that the hill walkers use for Benlouis, and we were able to descend back down that track, which is it's a pretty good track. It's a long time since I've climbed Benlouis from this side. More recently I've climbed it from the Tyndrum side, where it's a wee bit more challenging, to tell the truth. Anyway, the path here is a good track. It makes for a fast descent, providing of course you can get across the river and under the railway bridge, which wasn't any trouble today. So
Not much water.
Not much water at all. So we also stopped on the way here at what's the name of that nursery, Connachie, the clematis nursery, and I bought a couple of plants, and for that reason we need to get down the road reasonably quickly because they're
cooking.
they're baking away in the back of the van behind you there. So we're going to have a bit of lunch here, and we're going to roll down the road, and then tomorrow and the next day it's going to be overcast. The weather forecast has actually changed for home. We thought we were going to get a wet day tomorrow, and we're absolutely desperate for rain for the garden, but I think it's going to come the following day. So I'm going to get back into the garden, do a little bit more planting. So I'm going to wind the video up here, folks. Just a wee short video just to check in, because I'm conscious that I haven't been out with the cameras very much recently. We didn't take the camera on the hike. We were just exploring. We didn't really know what we would find and how scenic it would be. I'm kind of kicking myself for not taking the camera because it was really bonny in places. But something for you to check out yourselves. So thanks for your company, and I will get back to the outdoor adventures. I'm not sure when. I've got quite a lot of work to do in the garden at home. I'm really enjoying that. But we'll keep the channel rolling along, and I am hoping that the autumn and winter season will be lockdown free and we can get some extended adventures on the go. I've mentioned a couple of times that I've got plans. Well, although we've got the beautiful long days and more settled weather, this is not ideal camping conditions to be to be honest, if you don't like midges and ticks. I don't mind the midges too much, but I'm not so keen on getting covered in ticks. So we'll probably do a few more van camps, and I'm not sure when we'll break out the tent. We might do a summit camp in the not too distant future. If we get high enough up, we'll get away from the ticks. But like I say, we'll keep the channel ticking over for the next month or so, and the summers in Scotland are short. It won't be long till we're back to the colder weather, bug-free weather. So stay safe, folks. I'll get back to you again soon. Bye for now.